two people hit $100,000 on the exact same Friday. Same city, same age, same field. Picture the first one, Chase. He's sitting in his car after work, staring at the direct deposit notification. And he laughs, not out of joy, but out of disbelief. Because the whole drive home, he was calculating bills in his head, and somehow, even this milestone doesn't feel like enough. Now picture the second, Melly. Same notification, same amount, same Friday. She glances at it, locks her phone, and goes for a walk. She's been sitting around $96,000 for 2 years. That extra $4,000? It didn't change her life. It simply confirmed it. Same income, same paycheck, same moment in time. One just stepped into freedom, the other stepped deeper into pressure. And here's the truth most people miss. The difference between them has very little to do with income. Crossing $100,000 doesn't just increase your salary, it reshapes your entire financial reality. And for many people, it's the exact point where the illusion of making it begins to crack. Let's face something people avoid because it sounds uncomfortable. $100,000 today is not what it used to be. Not even close. What once symbolized luxury, security, and early retirement has quietly transformed into something far more ordinary. The number that once meant abundance now often just means survival with better branding. The six-figure dream didn't disappear, it got diluted. What used to place you in a rare category is now something a massive portion of the workforce experiences. And yet, emotionally, culturally, psychologically, it still feels like you've arrived. That's where the tension begins. Because the moment you cross that line, expectations rise faster than reality. You think life should feel easier, but instead, it feels tighter. And then comes the part no one explains clearly. The system starts treating you differently. Not in a way you can celebrate, but in a way you can feel. Opportunities that once supported you begin to fade. Benefits quietly disappear. Financial cushions you didn't even realize you relied on are suddenly gone. No announcement, no warning, just a silent shift. On paper, you've stepped into a higher bracket. In real life, your bank account is still trying to catch up. And that gap, that invisible space between what the world thinks you have and what you actually feel, is where pressure builds. It shows up in the small moments. Standing in your home, hearing an appliance make a strange noise. And realizing you have to think twice before fixing it. Looking at everyday purchases, not because you can't afford them, but because now, every decision carries weight. Not big, dramatic struggles, but constant, quiet calculations. This is where many people get trapped. Because lifestyle doesn't explode overnight, it slowly expands. A slightly better apartment, slightly nicer experiences, slightly higher expectations. And before you even notice, your upgrade becomes your new baseline. You're earning more, but you're also carrying more. And here's the twist most people never see coming. Financial stress doesn't disappear as income rises. It evolves. It follows you upward, adapting to your new level, reshaping itself with every raise. So the real question isn't, how much do you make? It's this: did your mindset grow faster than your lifestyle? Because one person uses that $100,000 as a foundation, and another builds a cage out of it. In cities like New York, childcare alone can drain you around $26,000 a year for one child. 2 kids? That can jump to $30,000 nationally, and in expensive areas, even $60,000 to $70,000. That's not just an expense, it's an entire 6-figure salary gone just so you can go to work. And the system that's supposed to help barely scratches the surface. Even after updates, it only covers a small portion of real costs. So when 2 people each earn $100,000, it sounds powerful. But after taxes and childcare, that second income shrinks fast, sometimes down to almost nothing meaningful. One person ends up working full-time for very little actual gain. They miss time, carry stress, and still feel stretched. That's not failure. That's reality. And when people say, just save more, they don't see the full picture. Because before saving, life demands its share: housing, food, bills, debt, surprises. So while the ideal says you should have hundreds of thousands saved, many are far behind, not by choice, but by constant trade-offs. Then comes the shocking truth. Many 6-figure households struggle to handle even a small emergency. Not because they earn too little, but because every dollar is already spoken for. That's not poverty. That's pressure without breathing room. And from the outside, it looks normal. A decent life, stable income, everything fine. But underneath, it's tight. And here's the deeper truth. Money doesn't automatically bring peace. It amplifies who you already are. If you're grounded, it expands that. If you're stressed, it follows you upward. Because feeling rich isn't about income, it's about freedom. Freedom comes from the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Crossing $100,000 changes your life, but not the way people expect. It raises expectations, removes hidden benefits, and creates the illusion that you've made it. And that illusion is dangerous. So shift your focus. Don't treat $100,000 like the finish line, it's just the beginning. Protect your margin. Control your lifestyle. Because real wealth isn't your salary. It's the space you create around it. And the day you feel truly rich? It won't be when you earn more. It'll be when life hits you unexpectedly, and you don't feel shaken.